Hey everybody, welcome to the Issue Crew. Every issue from premature sit-downs to Carl and Vinny letting you down. I am your host, Riley, of course joined by a wacky cast of characters as usual, but none of my co-hosts though, because they're all bad and lame and unreliable. And let's hear it for Crow Royalty.
What's up, motherfuckers?
A second week in a row, Crow Royalty out of desperation, folks.
Riley is so desperate for me to return to being a host.
That's not what I meant at all, but keep living in your little fantasy land.
Riley's had me on for 2 weeks in a row. He's trying to get me to say yes to coming back and being a host again. Don't let him fool you with this fucking. He's gonna be
Yeah,
addicted.
because that's my
bullshit.
concern. Oh man, I hope Crow Royalty says yes to me. I hope I don't get cruelly rejected by Crow Royalty.
Anyway,
I mean, at this point, if you wanted me on, you can just ask. But
I'm fully aware of
your
that.
pride tells you no every time until you're desperate and you need somebody who can just show up. And you know, at this point, I'm more available than most of your fucking co-hosts, Riley.
may or may not be projecting here.
Yeah, you know, matter of pride. I'm sure that's what it is. Pretty Officer Pink Lemonade is also here.
Hi, I'm actually here pretty regularly now.
Seems like it.
How the fuck have I
Captain
missed
Blackbread keeps
pretty
getting
regular?
too busy and then just pushing it on you.
Well, yeah. He has a life and a wife, which is more than a lot of people.
Yeah, it's more than what
True.
Riley has on both fronts.
Aww.
Co-royalty, you don't have to make that joke literally every time anybody brings up any sort of relationship. It's getting old.
I mean, I was mostly getting at the fact that you don't have a life either.
Aww.
But
I have something of a
it.
life. I certainly don't have something of a wife, but I have something of a life.
I mean, you had something of a wife, but then she started being a fucking bitch.
What are you fucking talking about? I have not had a girlfriend since second grade.
Wait, second grade?
Yeah. I know it's
Grade.
not real, but that's the one time I've had something that I called a
Wasn't
girlfriend
real.
was second grade.
You just had an imaginary girlfriend.
And I thought I was depressing, guys.
Listen, we kissed on the like, hey, spicy, scandalous relationship I was in. She cheated
With your
on me.
imaginary
It was
girlfriend.
tragic.
Oh, your imagination
And again,
hurt your
I thought I was
feelings.
hopeless, guys. Damn,
Oh.
Riley.
I got cheated on at 8
Less
by
than
my
hopeless.
8-year-old girlfriend.
Oh.
And now everybody's gonna clip just that part of the sentence and no other part of the sentence.
You got cheated on by your 8-year-old girlfriend. Really, Riley? What the fuck?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
seeing older, more mature men, like a 5th grader.
Yeah, that 9-year-old came in and really stole her heart. All right, we got votes today, folks. But there's still tie to break, so Pink Lemonade, unless you're one of these votes, because I just realized you pulled up the poll.
No?
That no sounded kind of exasperated. I don't know.
No?
No, it's not true. Okay, well the Sophie's choice here is between when you sit down and you realize you forgot something or removing TV bases.
Oh, wait, did we both just vote just now?
Maybe.
Yeah. He voted for his own.
I voted for my own
Lame.
because it was a great issue. It would have been
Okay,
a really
well that
good way to
doesn't
kill
count.
Riley.
That's very against the rules. And if you do that again, Co-Royalty, I'm never letting you on this fucking show because you do it every time you're fucking on now, and it's fucking infuriating. You know it's a rule. You know you're not supposed to do it. So
Didn't Blackbread
congratulations.
also vote on his own rule last episode? or his
Nope,
own issue
didn't
last
happen.
episode?
Or if it did happen, that's like a joke he made once in like months. Whereas I remember you making it fucking every time you're on the show. I know you haven't been on in months, but
I
per
haven't been on in
capita,
months, Riley, so I can
per
make the
Crow
bit again.
royalty episode, per capita, it seems to happen too often. So I win because Crow's vote doesn't count, but Pink's does because she actually was not here for this episode. She's allowed to vote, so
It's like
I
the
win.
most relatable thing in the world.
It really is, you're not thinking about it. You're like, I've completed my current primary task. Now I can take a seat. And you sit down and you get all comfy and you're like,
The fuck
I
was I
fucking left
doing?
my phone in the other room or something stupid like that where it's like, now I got it up again. Or like just like things completely beyond your control. Like one of my favorite ones is so the cat's litter box is in my room, so I can't
Oh,
close the door all the way. So I will like sit or lay down on my bed, and then like almost immediately the wind will shut my door and I'll have to get up and open the door.
they have like those cat flaps that can like drill into the corner of the door. You might want to get one of those.
Ooh, okay. Maybe I'll look into it.
Isn't that just the doggy door?
No,
Yes,
it
but now
like
it's for cats.
no, you like saw off a corner and then it like flips up.
Well, okay then. Hey, Riley, did you watch the race last night?
The race between who?
The NASCAR race.
Oh, cars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what's going on in NASCAR. Do
Weirdo.
I
you,
strike you
you
as a
don't follow a single sport.
NASCARman?
Like I was like, I hope at least somebody I am friends with follows the one sport that I will actually watch on TV.
Wait,
Yeah,
that counts as
that's a weird
sport?
one sport to have picked. Yeah, I don't know if I would count that as a sport.
No, that's more like a leisurely activity.
I'm sorry, fucking what?
Well, a sport is something that a human being, like activity, like jousting,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
The
weightlifting,
amount
or
of
sport is
force
like
going
swimming.
on to the drivers in and of itself makes it a sport.
no, I don't know about that. They're
Have you
just
ever
driving a
tried to
car
drive at
fast.
190, 200 miles an hour, Riley?
Yeah, the point is like it might push on you a little bit, but you're not like pushing back at it. You're just
It's
fucking
not
pressing. You're pressing the
physically,
gas and you
there's
go.
no endurance, like testing of the body.
The heat inside of those cars says otherwise.
Well, yeah, it's uncomfortable, but it's not athletic.
Yeah, athletic, that word. That's one I was
I
looking for.
guarantee you, Riley, that if you were to try NASCAR racing, you would probably end up losing a decent chunk of your weight.
Probably end
I
up
don't think
dying.
you
You would
maybe
probably end up
as
dying from
maybe
losing so much.
sweating because it's hot, but like not like any exercise amount.
I don't think you realize how hot them motherfuckers get.
Probably pretty hot.
How
Like,
hot
This
are you
episode's probably
really,
going to be
getting?
really
30
hot.
minutes long, by the way, and I'm not even going to be upset because I'm not going to sit here and meander to try to force it. So
At least it's
we'll go.
happening.
We'll go as long
I
as
was
we feel.
I was trying to talk about NASCAR and like pad out the runtime to help you,
Oh.
Riley.
Okay, what's going on with NASCAR, Royalty? Tell me about how you love NASCAR so
We're
much.
all ears.
No, because Riley was trying to move the fuck on. Never mind. He's just
Oh,
being an
okay.
ass. As
I didn't-
You had
usual.
your
I didn't know
time,
you
but you're
were going to
denying
a whole
it.
diatribe about NASCAR. I didn't know you had more. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, I wanted to talk about NASCAR with somebody who also watches NASCAR, but apparently you
Oh.
don't.
That's a very small demographic, dude.
Well,
Not likely.
describe
I
to
don't know
me.
how that's a small demographic, given 90% of the time fucking tracks are full.
Convince me why I should watch NASCAR. Why should I watch
Oh,
a
yeah,
bunch of
pitch
men
NASCAR.
Because the
Sure.
crashes are funny, and it's really just oddly interesting to watch when you're on substances. Specifically ones you
So
like,
you have
Riley.
to be high to enjoy it?
I don't doubt that. I've only ever watched cars race like twice. And both times it was not NASCAR. One time it was literally like a dirt pit and people's regular cars, and I
Oh,
was
so
like,
a demolition derby.
there's something, but it wasn't a demolition derby because they weren't crashing into each other; they were just racing.
Aw.
But
I mean, I don't like NASCAR or like 400 lap races, but like if they're going around like 20 times and they crash into each other and burst into flames. That's cool. I like explosions.
I mean, so I got roped into NASCAR when I was young.
Oh, they get you while they're young.
Yeah. And what's funny is I thought that my favorite NASCAR driver has long since retired. I thought he retired like 2, 3, 4 years ago. No, he was in the race that I watched yesterday. I was just like, I'm sitting down, I'm
That
watching this
guy.
because it's been forever since I've seen this man.
Who's that guy who died?
It's a long
Which
list.
one?
The
The Pope?
famous one. I'm trying.
The
Yeah, the
Pope?
Pope. I'm trying to remember the like famous NASCAR driver who crashed and died. Who like I remember reading magazines about and shit. It was a big deal.
Ekbred know this.
Dale Earnhardt.
Yep, that's it.
Oh.
I actually had that in my head too, but I was like, no, that's like a country singer or something. I had it right all along.
No, Dale Earnhardt was the NASCAR driver. He was a Southern NASCAR driver, but he was a NASCAR driver. He is probably the most famous NASCAR driver other than maybe Lightning McQueen.
Oh.
But yeah, I went to this dirt pit race when I was like 11 with my mom, and then when I was like 13, my uncle took me to some racing event. I don't remember what it was called, and that's probably a good thing because it might dox my general area. But apparently, it's something that happens like every 2 years or something, and it's this big like racing event. It's not like NASCAR or anything, but it's decent size. I think they were sponsored by Mellow Yellow, if I remember correctly. So some
So did you
sort
get
of
free Mellow
alcohol
Yellow?
accolade. I did get a little free sample cup of Mellow Yellow, and that was the first time I'd ever tried Mellow Yellow, and I became a
Oh.
Mellow Yellow
I
fan
hate
at
how
that
you
moment.
say Mellow Yellow. That
What do you mean? How am I
Mellow
supposed to
Yellow.
say Mellow Yellow?
Mellow Yellow.
Well, I
Mellow
don't live in
Yellow?
fucking Podunk, Georgia, so I don't say it
You.
like that.
You
It's Mellow
doxed
Yellow.
yourself.
I just live in Podunk, Florida, but I was
Oh.
raised among Massachusettsins, so it just kind of defaulted to a
Massachusettsans?
regular voice.
Massachusetts.
I heard the Boston accent and I heard the Florida accent my whole life, and I consciously, as a little boy, was like, I don't want to be cursed with either of these, and learned how to talk normal.
And then there's me of I have a normal accent most of the time, but then there's also times at which point I'm just really mad at how certain people say certain things. Because it just sounds so stupid.
And you also get really mad when somebody does not have sweet tea stocked in their fridge at all moments of time. Which is
Ew.
that is a
That's gross.
necessity, Riley. You must have sweet tea.
Sweet tea's disgusting, man.
Thank
What
you.
the fuck? All right,
Or just tea in general is gross.
Yeah, common like southern sweet tea I've never been into. Like
all right, Riley.
the
I
one
got my
thing that
issue
they
now.
the one thing that they call tea,
Riley, I
thing
got my issue now.
I
You
understand.
don't like tea.
The one thing that they call tea that like I can get into is like the Arizona fruit teas are okay, and
I'm
like
gonna bitch
green
slap
tea
Riley.
I
I'm gonna
like.
bitch slap the fat
Ew.
off Riley and make him
I like
skinny.
some ice cold Lipton green tea, and that's about it for tea that I enjoy.
I'm gonna bitch slap the fat off Riley and make him fucking skinny.
Well, good luck with that. You got a lot of surface area to work with.
I'll start with them fucking man titties.
Oh.
Bitch slap them off first.
Okay, so my issue is I'm trying to think of a snappy name for this because I don't want to just give the whole paragraph explanation, and that's the issue name. Mostly because I
Oh.
don't want to type that. What's a good name
Well,
for
what's the
this?
issue and I'll name it.
We'll name it. Yeah. What do you got?
Okay, so the issue is when you go to sleep and you wake up and you briefly think it's a different time than when you intended to wake up and you freak out about
Oh.
it.
I did that.
Sleep time travel.
Yes.
Sleep time travel. Okay. It's a good name that works. So I had this happen today where like you take a nap and like when you're asleep, you're kind of you obviously your body shuts down and like you wake up and it's like a little bit disorienting, but usually it's pretty obvious what's going on. You can quickly key yourself back in and be like, okay, it's this day, it's this time, I'm cool, I'm fine. But every once in a while, you have one of those deep naps, especially when you take Advil PM like I did earlier because I had a headache. And I woke up and it was 8:15 p.m., 15 minutes before we were supposed to do the show. But like I felt so hazed, and the outside like was like a little bit light, but not really because it was about to turn into night. And briefly I was like, is it 8:15 in the morning tomorrow? And like that I was like, did I just conk out for like 17 hours? The answer was no, but like it really felt like that for a minute. And I was like, oh god, I have to be at work in an hour. This is
Hey!
awful. Oh my god, it's Gingy!
Gingy!
Gingy, oh my god, my message worked. Good.
Well, it didn't work too well because he's not
Is he
talking.
here? Here in
He's a
spirit.
mirage. He didn't even actually join. We were so desperate that we've materialized him mutually in our mind that he's not even real.
Gingy, speak. Come on, it's Pink is here. Pink is here, Gingy.
No,
Gingy!
I got like 5 minutes best.
Oh
my
shit!
Gingy, hurry, give your issue.
Super quick issue: voluntold work hours.
Oh,
I
shit.
agree with that. That is the largest issue in the galaxy, Gingy.
What's up?
That is the largest issue in the galaxy ever.
Oh, hold on 1 second. 506 copy. Voluntold work hours.
Enough
Yep,
said.
So I work overnights now. My hours should be from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. I was voluntold to come in at 7:30.
Oh god.
Gross.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
and on
that's
top of
gross.
that, in like the last 24-hour period, I'm running on maybe 5 hours of sleep.
And how many energy drinks or caffeine?
30.
Oh.
Do you want the
Is it
honest answer, or do you want me to
Yes.
exaggerate it?
Despite the doctor telling him to knock the fuck off, let's hear the number.
Yeah, no, quite literally, my doctor told me to knock it off because that's directly linked to all the heart palpitations I've been having
Jesus.
and shit.
The
But in
what
the
you've
last-
been having? Gingy, stop fucking drinking Monster.
Yeah, no, I want to say it's at least maybe 3 or 4 palpitations a day at this point.
Wean
How many
yourself
drinks did you
off.
have?
Switch to coffee.
In the last 24 hours, I want to say I've had like 8 energy
Energy
drinks.
drinks?
Yeah.
Gingy.
Oh, God,
Like,
you're
I
gonna
have-
die, man.
I have destroyed my body's caffeine intake. I have a
Oh.
severe caffeine addiction, and even then, I can shotgun an energy drink 5 minutes before bed, and I go to sleep. Not a problem.
Bro.
Gingy,
I am with
need
you,
to,
right?
like,
I am with you on that front. I can also do that.
I'm gonna have
you
a
need
heart
to
attack.
here.
Or
I'm surprised I
something.
haven't already.
Oh.
Go to sleep,
Gingy,
Gingy.
what you need to do is, I'm pretty sure you've told me you don't like this before, but you've got to fucking suck it up. You've got to switch to coffee first. That's the wean off technique. And then once that starts working, switch to decaf coffee.
Hold on 1 second. Listeners, you guys are going to get a little tidbit into Gingy's work. 506, dispatch call complete.
Oh.
Gingy's a cop.
I am not a cop.
He's not a cop.
Oh.
Oh wait, is he a dispatch worker?
No, I work security.
Oh yeah, you're at a prison or something.
I am at a prison of sorts.
Oh. Sort.
Your mall security?
No,
What are
I
you,
work
a
at
what?
He's Paul
God damn it.
Blart.
Yeah, I'm about
That's
to
what
fucking
that
embarrass
was the
myself here,
exact
but-
same joke I was making, Riley.
All right, but yeah, sorry I
Ah.
couldn't be on for the entire episode. Saw you guys hanging. Oh, here's another quick micro fucking issue. Fucking coworkers not filling up the shared fucking work vehicle's gas tank. I just
yeah.
looked. I got fucking 42 miles of range left.
Okay.
Fucking dicks.
Oh, that's a nice place.
Nah, it
Stop
really is.
it.
But yeah, yeah, my energy drink caffeine consumption is a genuine problem.
It is alarming.
One could say it's the largest issue in the galaxy.
Yeah, second largest issue in the galaxy. There's one that's slightly larger that we'll get to later in the episode.
No. Yours sucks and is bad.
You
no, I do
are
apologize.
wrong.
I'm not
and
on for
not a
the
southerner.
full show. So I got here at like 7 o'clock, and I'm dead on my fucking feet. So I'm already 2 energy drinks in.
Oof.
Yep. Go do work and then go sleep.
Sleep hard.
Yeah,
Sleep.
can't fuck.
Crash.
Honestly, like
Crash the
once
fuck
it's
out
like
at work
past
so that they send
fucking
you home.
midnight, I may take a power nap in the office.
And then
Do
you're
it.
back to
Can
work.
we do some sort of telethon? What would it take? Okay, what would how sweet would we have to make the pot to get you to commit to attempting like a year of energy drink sobriety? Can we do like a telethon for donations or subscribers? What would it take?
So how would this potentially work? Just outright cut him out?
Yeah, so if we were to hit this goal, whatever it may be, you would then for a year, you would have to try your absolute damnedest. And by that I mean do it, because I don't think energy drinks make you like withdraw and get ill like alcohol.
No, the only
Just
withdrawal I get from caffeine is a severe migraine if I don't get enough.
yeah, so definitely just have some aspirin ready for when that occurs. But yeah, if we were to hit this goal, your goal would then be for a year for an energy drink to not touch your lips.
Caffeine, not just energy drink.
That's fair. Well, I mean, I want him to switch to coffee, so if this is what it takes, that's fine too.
I was about to say, like, if I attempt it, like, there's not a chance I'm gonna be able to quit cold turkey like that. Fuck that shit.
Now heads up real
Yeah,
quick.
you get
Heads up with coffee.
Go ahead.
It will most likely give you the shits.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no
yeah.
doubt.
I'll say for
You
the
know- you know
first
what?
2
You know
months
what?
you get for the first 2 months you get to use coffee to wean yourself off. That's the deal.
That's fair.
Say
If I
first
do this,
3.
whoa, I'm not gonna outright cut caffeine.
Not
I'll
all
tell
at
you what.
once.
For a year. For
I
10
said for
months.
3 months.
$200
coffee.
and 100 new followers on fucking Twitch, and then I'll fucking do it.
Bet.
On your Twitch, I can't do that. This is that's your thing. I can't run a telethon on your
Answer my
thing. I was talking about this
conditions.
show.
And should I die before, then just know I'm flipping you off from behind the grave and saying "fuck you, Riley."
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Well, if you
$200 and 100 Twitch followers. Okay.
If you do die, we all would know why.
Yeah, exactly. If I just suddenly disappear, like, oh, yeah,
Had a heart
Gingy's heart
attack.
finally. Yep, Gingy's heart finally kicked the bucket.
Or it's the
Aw.
opposite. Gingy's become like a fucking mutant who needs energy drinks to sustain him, or else he dies. Like there's monster flowing through his veins where blood should be, and if he
No,
stops
it's
drinking
actually.
it, then he just dies.
Hold on one sec. No, it's actually I'll end up being Fry from fucking Futurama when he has that much amount of caffeine in his system.
He just
Essentially
gets
turns
he
into the
just turns
fucking
into the
Flash.
Flash.
Yeah, that'll end up what's happening.
Yeah, Gigi will just turn into the Flash and become the hero of Central City.
Pretty fucking much.
Jokes.
What else? I was gonna say something else. For those who know of my hatred of fucking Dugtrio, like I'll sweeten the pot. If I can at least get 100 new followers, I'll do a solo run of Diglett for all the mainline series fucking Pokemon games.
No energy
Solo
drinks. Diglett solo run.
Like a what?
Oh Jesus! No energy
I
drinks
hate-
while he does
I
the
hate
Diglett solo
Dugtrio.
run.
I fucking hate that Pokemon with a passion.
Why? Because it's 3 dicks coming out of the ground.
No, all right. So
Too
X
gay
and
for
Y
you?
release.
Yeah, it's a little too gay for Gigi.
All right. Tragic backstory time.
Tragic
It's time for
backstory.
Gigi's
Like
tragic
Riley,
backstory.
should you have the editing? What's the word I want to look here? Motivation. Put in sad piano music here.
Yes, you should.
I'll consider it. Go
So
ahead.
Pokemon release day of Pokemon X and Y. Right, played on the 3DS. Was going through the game, just doing my natural thing, and I come across a full odd shiny wild Dugtrio.
Ooh.
And so here I was flipping my fucking shit. Because Riley, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't it like 1 in 8,192, something like that in Gen 6?
Something like that.
No, that was Gen 5 and before, but I mean 1 in 4,000 whatever is still nothing to tease at.
4,092?
Yeah. Whatever half
Something
a
like that.
gold one is.
So the full odd shiny Dugtrio, I got it down to the red, got it, fucking sleep. I think I even managed to fucking paralyze the motherfucker, but it broke out
Well,
of
you can't sleep
every.
and paralyze at the same time, so it must
Well,
have been one of the
obvious because I
two.
ran out of sleep. But point remains, I got it statused, and DJ Skywalker can confirm this as well. I spent over 50 Pokeballs in general trying to catch it, and that's a mix between Pokeball, Great Ball, Quick Ball. Nothing would catch this fucker, and I ran out of Pokeballs.
Did you
Oh,
throw a quick ball turn 1, or were the quick balls
Yes.
desperation and you didn't think about it? Oh, okay.
Quick Ball turn 1, and then out of desperation later on, and then out of anger, like just pure blind rage, I smacked the shit out of my leg to where there was a pretty nice sized welt on my
Aw.
fucking calf. And so ever since then, I've hated Dugtrio. Then I hate Alolan Dugtrio even more because it's so fucking stupid.
No, I love his majestic hair.
Yeah,
So
his
yeah, there we
majestic
go.
hair is amazing.
$200 and 100 new followers on Twitch. I will attempt this stupid energy drink
That-
bullshit of Riley, but at least
Okay,
minimum because I want more followers. I will do a solo run with fucking Diglett.
Like
I'll
a
Wait,
keep
no,
this in
Nuzlocke?
my
Riley, or Gingy,
pocket.
I have a better suggestion.
What's that? Because
If-
I gotta get going.
If we get you 200 new followers on your Twitch specifically,
Okay, so this is a stretch goal. 200 new
will
followers.
you do an entire run only using an Alolan Dugtrio in your
So
That's
the
party?
same
actually not
thing he
bad.
said, but
No,
Alolan though.
yeah, it has to be the Alolan
Okay.
Dugtrios. It
Oh,
has
they're
to be
pretty
the Alolan
OP.
Dugtrios.
I would love that. You see, Gingy, I feel like this would actually be difficult too. Whereas any other Pokemon game, you would fucking steamroll. I want to see you playing Ultra Sun and Moon with just an Alolan Dugtrio.
You only have the Alolan Dugtrio, and you have to play by Nuzlocke rules. So if
No,
that
because
Pokemon
then the
dies-
run's gonna end in 5 minutes and Gingy will be free. So no Nuzlocke rules. It's a pure
well, no.
endurance
If
test
if
of whether
if
he can
he
beat the
loses,
game.
if he loses a fight, he has to restart the game to play again.
That's ridiculous. He
Oh.
would need
The,
like
the
1,000
problem with
followers for
solo
that.
runs is that if you do a Nuzlocke variant of it, then all that's going to incentivize me to do is grind or hack in fucking rare candies to get it up to level 100.
No
Don't
cheating.
hack in.
Yeah, no,
anything.
no. The difficulty in a solo run is the run itself because you only get one fucking Pokemon. So no, they're just being able to beat Ultra Sun and Moon with just a Dugtrio, being able to beat Ultra Necrozma with just a Dugtrio.
You know what?
Like,
I'll agree to that. I'll agree to that. Get me 200 new followers and I'll fucking do it. I'll start with Pokemon Red and I'll go through all the mainline series games.
oh, for an extra 100 followers, he'll do every game with
That's
Dugtrio.
Everything
Okay.
for an extra 100.
I'll keep this in mind. The next time I have a viewer surge for any reason, I'll have to run this telethon and try to hit this goal. But Gingy, get back to work, you lazy
Yeah.
bitch.
Lazy, fuck you, motherfucker.
Hang in there, man. Try not to kill yourself.
I can't promise. Hey, in my
Oh.
defense, I've only had one palpitation so far today.
My heart's only defected once today.
But I mean, some of them have gotten bad enough to where I'm immediately dizzy afterwards for a minute or two.
Oh.
Yeah, not a good time. But on that lovable note, vote for my issue of micromanaging or voluntold extra hours.
Wait, what's this
Feel
about
as fuck.
micromanaging?
Well,
I think he just
bitch-ass
misspoke.
Riley over here trying to micromanage me to stop drinking caffeine.
Oh shit.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night,
Bye,
Gingy.
Good
Gingy.
night.
Poor
Well,
guy.
that was a great 15
Distraction.
minutes.
What an exciting appearance by a raging Gingy.
Oh, kind of sad.
Everybody, real quick, I just want to say, if you're hearing this right now, nobody go follow him on Twitch because we need you to save that follow for when this telethon happens. So don't
Oh.
follow Gingy, but keep this in your pocket and get ready for the day. But anyway,
Pound
I
a
already went.
monster in his
It's
honor.
just you two jokers now. Crow royalty.
My issue is the lack of sweet tea in any state that isn't considered the South. Why?
It's
Specifically,
gross.
why? You are lying to yourself.
No, I quite thoroughly don't like tea. Like, went to an actual tea shop. The little old lady tried.
Uncle Iroh is disappointed in you.
That's okay. I don't like hot tea juice.
Uncle Iroh is disappointed in you so hard. Riley has no excuse because he's from the state where crackheads fight alligators for fun.
What? That sounds awesome. Where can I watch?
That should be a national sport, by the way, is crackheads fighting alligators. But Riley,
Yes.
you're in the southernmost state in the United States. Why
Is your
the
issue
fuck
like
don't you have-
sweet tea haters or some shit?
Huh?
Is your issue like sweet tea haters or some bullshit?
It's the lack of sweet tea in any state, not Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, or Louisiana.
Bro, I'm gonna stop you right there. Try again.
I said in any state not considered the South initially, and I just specified which states that is.
No sweet tea in non-southern states. Okay.
I got a question. What makes tea so good? Why do you like it so much?
Because it was
First
forced
off,
upon
Arnold
it was
Palmer.
forced upon him because he was a young man in the South.
First off,
They made him like it.
anywhere not in the South, get an Arnold Palmer. It should be roughly the same. Roughly.
What they did is they like Clockwork Orange, forced his eyes open and like tortured him, and he could only stop being tortured if he showed genuine enjoyment of sweet tea.
I'm so
So
confused.
they
No,
ironed it into
Riley,
his brain.
I've told you the story of how like off I felt when I went north and I couldn't get sweet tea, right?
No.
Well, there's no way you just couldn't get sweet tea. They sell it everywhere, bro.
No, not okay. So my family would go to like restaurants while we were on this trip because we went to DC.
Oh, no sweet tea at the restaurants, you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, so DC is just above the threshold of being southern, apparently. So like you could go to the like southern part of DC and get sweet tea, but as soon as you hit like the White House and above it, you couldn't. And I was just like, all right, where the fuck this is the only thing I wanted the entire fucking trip. I don't know why. And it's just that one drink I just randomly get cravings for. And usually I'll just, go to whatever McDonald's is nearby and get a large sweet tea. I couldn't do that. And it was driving me fucking insane. So, because for some reason we had brought a campfire burner or a campfire stove or whatever you want to call it, I sat out there on the hotel balcony with one of those, a pot of water, tea bags, and a bag of sugar for 15 20 minutes, just making a gallon of sweet tea for me to drink, not for anybody else in my family. No, for me to drink in the hotel. It was great. It was very interesting, to say the least, especially when a cop came by and was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Making sweet tea," and then the cop just walked off.
Where were you making sweet tea?
On a balcony in Washington, D.C. as a 13-year-old.
That's not suspicious.
It's totally not suspicious.
Why was that cop up on your butt?
I don't know. This cop was just like, why is there a kid out here with a campfire stove on a balcony with a pot, sugar, and a box of tea bags?
Is it like Southern Kool-Aid or?
Southern Kool-Aid is similar, but nowhere near the same. Southern Kool-Aid is more sugar than water.
I thought that was just a racist thing.
No. You're talking to somebody who was effectively raised by, the people that stereotype is about. And that is
Oh.
legitimately how I make Kool-Aid.
Oh.
Kool-Aid is sweet. That's
Wait,
the
I'm
point.
sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. I was tuned out. Are you saying you made Kool-Aid with sweet tea?
No.
Wow, you've been tuned out
Okay.
for a while.
I was tuned out, but I
For a
just heard.
long time.
I was in and out, and I just heard like that's how I make Kool-Aid, and in my mind I was like, wait, we were talking about sweet tea. Is he saying?
Well, I asked if sweet tea was like Southern Kool-Aid, but apparently Southern Kool-Aid's a different thing entirely. Like
Yeah.
the
Okay,
racist
what's
kind of
Southern
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid as
Southern
opposed to
Kool-Aid is more
regular
sugar than
Kool-Aid?
water.
Okay, that sounds awful.
It's amazing.
Sounds like a heart attack.
It is.
You and
That
Gingy are on
too.
the same boat.
Yeah, but for different reasons.
Drugs are drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's right.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Thank you for snacks.
Oh,
All right,
God.
I gotta go. I gotta go put some chicken and some marinade real quick. So while I'm gone, Crow, you have to convince Pink Lemonade that she should drink sweet tea all the time, forever. Go.
Fuck
Okay,
no.
Pink,
Never.
Pink,
Ever.
Pink,
You can't do
Pink,
it.
Pink. Listen to me. Listen to me, Pink. Okay.
Listening.
Okay. Sweet tea should always be stocked into your fridge as long as there's pink lemonade in your fridge.
I don't have that either.
Why? That's your name, though.
Yeah, but it's too sour. It just sounds like a cool name. I like the color pink and like the pinkish orange color of pink
Also,
lemonade
you
is
know you
what
can
my
make
hair
sweet
is.
lemonade, right?
Yeah, but then it's like sickeningly sweet. Ever since I turned like 25, sweet stuff has been too much for me. And then I started liking dark chocolate for some reason. And I've always hated
Dark chocolate is
chocolate.
the best chocolate.
I used to hate it because it was too bitter, and now I like it. It's fucking weird.
No,
I don't
dark
like
chocolate has
sweet
always been my
anymore.
favorite chocolate,
Well, that's
which is
you.
odd.
I used to love sugar. I can't stand too much of it. It's sad.
Sweet tea and lemonade and Southern Kool-Aid are some delicacies that everywhere should have, no matter where in the world you are.
Are they like really sweet? Because like I might extra
Yes.
not like it now.
Yeah.
Oh.
If they're made right.
Should have got me when I was young, like you.
Yeah. I totally should have gotten you when you were like 6.
Oh god. Don't say it like that. Fucking creepy, bro.
I mean, like, I was got when I was 2, so.
Oh my. Are we gonna trauma dump? Where are you going with this?
Oh, dude, you don't want to know where I could go if we're actually trauma dumping.
I mean, Riley's not here. I mean, he left, right?
I mean, yeah, he did leave, but also I don't want to talk about the times that I got sexually assaulted.
Oh.
The 2
Okay.
times that happened.
Oh.
Because Riley and I had an entire conversation about this, like, not even a week ago.
Oh. So it's still fresh.
The conversation is, but I don't want to talk about it on a podcast. I'll talk about it
Okay.
after.
Okay. We can therapy later.
That's why I have a girlfriend.
'Cause you're traumatized?
My girlfriend.
I mean, girls like traumatized boys.
No, not
Makes
only
them
that, but my
softer.
girlfriend is also, as of the end of the year, going to be a certified therapist.
Oh, so wait. Was she with you because like you're a guy that's troubled that she could fix? Like one of those dealies?
No, I had to convince her.
I am so glad I came back for this part. This is the perfect time I've chosen to come back. Is Crow Royalty being
What'd you hear?
accused of being a fixer-upper?
Riley, you're more than a fixer-upper. You're a tear down the base and restart from scratch kind of guy. So
Yeah,
shut the fuck up.
nobody would bother with how hard
The
of a
fuck?
job I am.
But no, she did not see me as a fixer-upper, which is very surprising. Because I'm an
Aw,
idiot.
I mean,
Maybe
all
you don't
guys are
think that she
stupid,
sees you
so
as a fixer-upper, but really she does. And Pink is smart and you're dumb.
No,
Have
'cause
you ever
I asked
considered
her
that?
about this. I asked her about this one day, and she just straight up told me, "No, you're just too
I don't
stupid
believe
to
you.
be
See,
left alone."
you always seem to have this convenient thing where you're like, actually, I did this and this happened. I don't believe you.
Hmm.
You always
You're
seem to invent
so weird.
the most convenient thing possible at all times.
First off,
Here
from
we
my
go.
fucking trauma alone, I ask a lot of fucking questions, especially to my girlfriend. That one question in particular, I have asked no less than 6 times.
I mean, I do the same thing for traumatized reasons. I keep asking Blackbread if he still loves me because I feel like
Yes.
I'm a human garbage. But that's
Exactly.
trauma talking.
Exactly. But again, this is one of those I've asked this question no less than 6 times because trauma reasons. I'm like, are you just dating me to try and fix me and then throw me back into the wild?
Oh, like a
And her
rehab.
response every time is no. Shut the fuck up.
You're
Okay,
stupid. Shut up.
this one I think I do buy, but I am convinced that Crow Royalty is one of these people. You ever met one of these people? I should bring this in as an issue someday. One of these people who will just like invent shit for no reason. We'll just like invent lies for no practical purpose. They're just like, yeah,
Attention.
this
For
happened to me
attention.
once, and it's not true.
Me. No, me.
Bleh.
Who's eating and then dying from the eating?
Sorry, I'm snacking on peppers, and then the end of the pepper was like really sour, like
Pepper?
Ugh, gross.
like sweet peppers, like the orange and red ones.
You never
I-
snacked on a sweet pepper, Crow?
Oh god, it's a whole thing.
What the fuck?
I thought it.
I've had the sweet peppers before. You can dip those fuckers in like cream cheese if you want.
Oh,
That's
yes.
great.
I've stuffed them with bacon
That sounds-
before.
Okay, that sounds delicious. But Riley, that sounds disgusting.
Oh yeah, I
does?
forgot don't you have like some sort of issue with cream cheese? I feel like we've talked about this recently.
Cream
I love
cheese
cream
is
cheese.
alright on certain things, but shouldn't go on everything. And sweet peppers is one of those things that it shouldn't go on.
I like take entire bites of the block of cream cheese. Like,
Ugh.
what's your issue?
Real,
No.
real.
It's so good.
No. What the fuck? No.
Now I know how you feel about like iced tea, because that shit's delicious. You're delusional.
No, I couldn't. No. It's like eating butter.
Now that's different. It's like oily.
Texturally. That's
No,
like
it's
eating
not.
a stick of butter.
No. It's more like Cool Whip.
Mm-mm.
Like
Those
frozen
are two
Cool
very
Whip.
different textures.
You ever had frozen Cool Whip?
Oh, you're talking about frozen Cool Whip. Never mind.
It's like that texture.
Mm-mm. Still no. You're talking to somebody who will eat not frozen Cool Whip straight out of the container.
Oh.
Wait, are we talking about
If
whipped
it's
cream
not
cheese now? Because
frozen,
that's gross.
then it's like
No,
too
we're talking about
soft.
Cool Whip
And textures of food.
and the textures of food. Yeah, but we're specifically bringing up Cool Whip versus frozen Cool Whip, and
Okay.
not frozen Cool Whip is better.
No.
Wait,
Gross.
what do you
Yeah.
mean? Wait, you freeze the Cool Whip and then you thaw it? Or are you saying you put frozen Cool Whip on a thing and that's what you're
No,
putting?
like you put the Cool
No.
Whip tub in the freezer and then you take a bite and it's like ice. But when it thaws, it's like a mush and it's disgusting.
No.
That's my stance. And his stance is lunacy.
No, I'm
Don't
saying
listen.
don't put it in the freezer to fucking begin with. Stick it in the fridge. Keep it cold, not frozen.
So
I
what?
got a texture thing.
I'm sorry, my mom texted me, so I missed the answer. So you're eating the Cool Whip frozen, or is it different once you thaw it than from when you froze it in the first place?
It's way different when it's frozen.
Okay.
It's way different when you eat it straight out of the tub from the fridge, and it's the best thing ever.
Yeah, eating Cool Whip straight out of the tub is a decadent experience. I agree.
But it's got to be frozen.
No.
No.
Put it in
Have
the
you
fridge.
tried it frozen?
Yes, it was weird.
It was fine, but I feel like I prefer it like nice and creamy and not frozen.
Oh, I just got a texture. I also can't have marshmallows. They're too squishy. Or
Oh,
boba.
What?
Boba's awful.
What?
It's the texture. It's squishy.
I had
Pink,
like
I
right.
figured you would be the person who likes having balls in her drink.
What are
You
you?
thought
What
I'd
is that
like
supposed
that?
to? Do we need to
What
get
does that
Captain
mean?
Blackhead and his wife beater out here? What is that supposed to mean?
No, that was a joke about the time.
Oh, I was like,
Which
what kind of
time?
vibes do I give off? I ain't no basic bitch. Going
I've
out for
tried
boba.
regular
You know
boba tea.
you know what I was referring to because I could not hear you.
No, I don't know what you're referring to.
The time.
The time?
Yeah, the time that Black Bread became a legend.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
Oh.
I've
Oh, okay, yeah. That bit. That
I've
he'll
had
never tell me about. I've tried.
Wait, what?
Well, he's told the story before where he was like on a
Yeah,
podcast.
he's told the story, but what do you mean he's never told you?
I mean, I was like stoned at the time, so I don't fucking remember.
That's pretty funny.
That's great.
And I'm like trying to wheedle it out of him, and he won't tell me shit. Tried.
Oh God.
It's funny. But yeah,
Oh, this
but
goes with the
regular.
ethical problem of do we tell her after the show?
Tell me what?
What's There's not much to tell. They were on a
Really not,
podcast.
but-
They were on a podcast. He went to another room. He had sex. It was audible. People laughed at him, and that's
And he
it.
became a legend.
And he became a legend. I don't think there's anything more to the story besides that.
There's really not, but it's really funny that Pink didn't know.
No, I don't remember. But I remember. But then he was like talking about it on a podcast later, and I'm like, wait, that's what happened?
Wait, that's what happened?
Because, like, I didn't know that they heard everything or anything. I just remember taking him out of the room and then Sassy Biz, and then I thought he muted it.
No, he didn't mute it.
He did not realize. He did not think to mute it, and
Yeah, we're talking about your infamous moment. Do you have anything to say?
uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think he took her out.
Oh shit, he might become a legend again. That'd be great. Wait, has Pink done her issue? No, Pink hasn't done her issue.
No. Where the don't worry about it, Crow Royalty. I will deal with the
No,
show
I
flow.
just thought
You just
about
sit
that.
here and you make the funnies. Or
I
try to
just
make the
thought about that.
funnies at the very
I-
least.
I'd say I'm doing a pretty good job this time.
You're doing all right. This is a pretty all right Crow Royalty episode. And all right is about the highest accolade I would give you, so good job. That's the top of the line as far as you're concerned.
Anyway, Riley, you need to drink sweet tea.
I really don't though. I have. It's just not that good.
You must. It is a necessity. I will bring you a gallon.
Necessity?
Yeah, it's a
Necessity?
necessity. It's a necessity, Riley. Also, Brits, fuck all of you. You make tea wrong.
So okay, interesting. Speaking of tea, I was gonna say a million times before I got interrupted. The regular boba tea, I'm not super into. I had one, it was all right, but you can get at a lot of places. You can get like a fruity boba tea, and instead of the regular boba, it's got like little fruit bobas, and that's good shit. That's that good shit.
Another thing that I'm going to suggest instead of boba pearls in your boba tea, get coffee jelly. I know
What?
it doesn't. I know it sounds weird, but oh my god, if it's not perfect,
I
it's
don't even like coffee. I don't know if I want to be drinking coffee jelly.
okay. So coffee jelly is like Jello,
Jello?
and there's an echo.
There was for a second, but I
Can
think
you hear
it's
me?
yes.
Hi, Pink.
Oh, have you just not heard anything?
No, you were muted for a good minute there.
When did it cut
Yeah.
out?
When Black Bread pulled you
When
away, and we
you
thought
muted
Black
you,
Bread
yeah,
was
about right
listening.
when you said Black Bread, do you have something to say?
Oh shit! When I lifted it up, it pulled it out a little bit.
Mm.
They heard nothing! He's like, give me the Meat Boy and save my soul and some gay shit like that.
Oh, okay, he's doing a little gay song.
Yeah, he was doing a gay song.
Understandable.
When she pulled it up, or when she pulled it up, it pulled it out or something. That was the best line she could have said. Oh my god. Exactly.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, enough about this. Pink Lemonade, what's your issue?
My issue.
Oh wait, I want to talk about coffee jelly more.
Okay, what's the deal with fucking coffee jelly, Crow? Tell me.
Okay, so coffee jelly is like coffee flavored jello that can be used, or that can be cut up into small cubes to replace boba pearls, and it's weirdly, just strangely good. I was just looking for it because I had watched Psyche K and wanted, coffee jelly to try because it had my curiosity piqued.
Is it still squishy?
Yes.
Ew.
It's jello.
I don't like Jello very much either.
What the fuck?
It's squishy. I don't like that.
It's a texture thing. All of you. I don't want to say. I realize I don't know if I know Pink well enough to say all of you autismos and for her not to get offended.
Autistic.
But
I mean, like unglazed ceramic is like horrendous.
Ugh.
You just touch it and you want to die a little. You're just like,
you want to you touch it and you want to die a lot.
Everybody has a thing with texture. It's just more like everybody has like a texture they don't like. Like even me, like I'm super not picky most of the time, but there is one thing that I don't like on the grounds of texture, and it is whipped cream cheese.
Whipped cream cheese. Oh yeah, that shit's a ripoff.
Yeah, the whipped cream cheese is
I'm also gonna
so
add
gross.
this in, whipped butter is also terrible.
It's the
whipped
same
butter,
thing.
I feel like I could deal with because it really just melts pretty early on into the meal anyway. But
No,
whipped cream cheese,
it's a fucking scam. Like it's cream cheese is supposed to have substance, it's supposed to be creamy, and then whipped cream cheese is just disappointing on all fronts.
It sucks.
But yeah, everyone should try coffee jelly. It's fucking great.
Okay, Crow Royalty watched an anime once, and now they've got a whole new taste in gelatin. Fucking coffee jelly.
A whole new fucking jello flavor that's better than regular jello, and I don't fucking know why, other than it's
bro,
coffee.
you can't beat just the classic lemon lime jello.
So
I
like
guarantee you coffee
make
jelly
your
is
own
better.
you can make your own coffee jelly, like
Yes.
but just add mixed gelatin with coffee and then put it in an ice cube tray or something.
Yeah. You can.
I imagine you also have to fill it with sugar, or else it's just gonna taste disgusting.
No, not really.
Yeah.
It's just gonna taste like black coffee, which is gross.
Not if you use good coffee.
There's you could give me the best like Peruvian fucking the top of the crop coffee in the world.
Either way, it's bitter
and
as shit.
And it's still bitter as shit if it's not dumped in sugar and cream.
I agree.
Or
if I don't have just a little coffee
properly.
with my sugar.
Riley, how are you brewing your coffee?
I mean, I'm not really brewing my own coffee usually. When I do, it's just from a fucking Keurig. But usually, I'm getting it from like a place.
You call it a Keurig?
Is it? How is it pronounced?
It's Keurig.
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 We're all saying it different now. Keurig.
But regardless, like I've gotten it from like places. I've gotten it from the.
Okay, have you gone to like a local coffee shop or that uses like local or locally sourced beans and shit?
I fucking promise you, there is no universe in which I will enjoy black coffee. Stop it now, because this is a dead end. There's no fucking world in which black coffee will get any response out of me, but bleh, bleh, bleh.
It's like tea all over again. You can't win.
I'm coming to legitimately slap the fucking fat off of Riley.
It's not even a fat thing. It's fucking gross. It's not even like
if you could
I
slap the
need
fat
sugar
off
and
of
cream
me,
because I'm a
I
fat
could
fuck,
lose a
but like
few.
it just tastes gross
Please.
unless you put it in there.
No, you don't need that.
What?
You don't need all
I'm
of
sorry we
that.
don't have all these sophisticated palate like you fucking. Look at me and my black coffee. I'm Crow royalty. Look at my black coffee and my sweet tea. Isn't it all delicious?
I thought that was like bottom of the barrel food. Like, how sophisticated can you be?
Black coffee, okay, it very much depends on where you get it. If it's gas station coffee, don't trust it to be any worth a damn whatsoever. If you're getting it out of a Keurig, don't expect it to be worth a damn whatsoever.
Oh, so
But
so Riley's just been having bad coffee. You just
yes,
don't
that's what
know.
I'm saying.
No, I just hate
You won't
coffee.
fucking
Coffee is
believe.
bad.
Unless
Like
it's
not even.
Wrong.
You have to like fucking blend a birthday cake in there to make it palatable. Like it's just so bad.
I agree, Riley. I mean, in
No.
Job Corps, I had like 20 packets of sugar minimum to my daily. They called it my morning diabetes, their name for it, not mine.
Yeah, it's your morning diabetes.
It was delicious.
The worst is what I learned is like my ratio is so thin because they used to give us free coffee at work. Doesn't happen anymore because they're fuckers. But they used to give us free coffee at work on like Sundays or something. It was one particular weekend day that we got free coffee. And I walked in like late, so I was in a rush. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know that this coffee is gonna suck if it doesn't have enough sugar in it, and I don't have time to like sip and like figure out the ratio. So I'm just gonna fucking dump that fucker in there and just it's better too much than not enough. It turns out it was not better too much than not enough because that was like sickly sweet, and I think I did have to dump it out because it was like half sugar, half coffee. I was
Jesus,
just in
Riley.
such a rush. I was like, let me fucking the pile this giant mountain of sugar in this coffee just to make
That
sure I
ought
have
to do
enough.
it. That looks about right.
But yeah, black coffee, terrible. But we got one more issue on the night. Pink lemonade. What do you got for us? If it's what you said before, I'm gonna need you to spell it out for me.
Well, the Scots call it Hurkle-Durkling. Just literally sound it out.
Well, Herc could be Herk. It could be He.
I don't know. Look it up. Have Google
Okay.
correct you.
I assume the answer is that you don't actually know, and that's why I'm being sent on a Google quest.
Please. I don't know.
Hurkle-Durkling.
So Hurkle-Durkling is a old term for what the Gen
It's like it's
Zers...
Hurkle-Durkling.
Hurkle-Durkling, yes.
Hurkle-Durkling, okay.
To Hurkle, I do be Hurkling and I do be Durkling. That's how it's said. But it's what is known by the Gen Zs as rotting in bed. So, like, you wake up and then you have all these things you want to get done today, and you're like, oh, I'll just chill on my phone for a bit. And then 5 hours go by, and your day is wasted. You have zero motivation, and you're fucked. You've just laid in bed all day and done nothing.
Yeah, that is real. It hasn't been real in a while though. I feel like I like can't do that anymore. This seems like a quick fix to me. I'm gonna be real with you. If you have the space in life where you can have a day like that and it's not like completely catastrophic, fucking
Where
more
there's a
power
will,
to
there's a
you.
way, and I do not have the will. There ain't no way.
No will, no way.
No will, no way. I need that on a t-shirt.
No, we need no way, no will on a t-shirt.
Why? Crow, I feel like just will make up an argument for the sake of having something to say. You see, I yelled at,
Yeah,
I
that
yelled
was
at,
exactly what that was.
I yelled
just
at Crow
padding out the
Royalty.
episode.
You see, back when the Crow Royalty was actually my co-host on a show, we had a whole. I would give him multiple lectures about no instead. So now they're just like, okay, I have to have a no instead for every point that everybody makes, just to piss Riley off. Here we go. What do I got?
That was the one no instead that I've done this episode. Fuck you, Riley.
It's supposed to be yes and, not yes no.
Yeah, that's
No, it's
that's
yes, no, and.
This is the secret lesson about improv comedy that the government
Yes
doesn't
and
want you to
no.
know. Okay,
Yes,
it's
no,
not
and.
actually about yes and. The yes and is important and it can be used like powerfully, but it's not. You don't need to use yes and constantly. But what yes and is really saying is don't say no instead.
You lost.
Because if you're saying yes and constantly, you're not saying no instead. And that's the real issue, is when you're trying to do improv comedy and somebody hits you with a no instead, and that derails everything. So it's like you can go without the yes and sometimes. You can just play off of each other without having to actually say the yes and. But it's once you do a no instead that you're really fucked. So really they hammer you on the yes and so that you're not saying no instead. That's the real crux of that issue.
Easy to be contradictory, but you're not supposed to do that.
But yeah, I haven't Hurkle-Durkled in a long time, and I wish I
Oh.
could. I just don't have it in me anymore.
Depression, man. That's all I got to say.
Understandable.
Hard to exist.
It do be hard to exist.
It do be. You right. It do
Doobie
be.
doobie doo.
Doobie
Sometimes
doobie doo.
you don't think it'd be like that, but it do.
Okay, Scrappy.
Huh?
I was calling Riley Scrappy too.
Why?
Why? Is this? Are you doing the yes no again?
I don't know.
Let's end the podcast before we melt Crow Royalty's brain. Crow, where can our listeners find you?
Scrappydoo.com/Riley's a bitch.
Oh.
Great. Now you don't get to plug your actual stuff. Pink, go.
And
No, 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 no,
Twitter.com/.
no, 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 no,
Bear
no,
the
no, no,
night.
no, 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 no. I was too late.
/a bear in the
Hope-
night, because I guarantee
hopefully
you
me-
Riley fucking muffled that shit to hell and back with his no.
Well, I could just before I mix the tracks, I could just delete you saying that from your track.
Well, fuck
Oh yeah,
you.
because you actually have to edit stuff this time.
That's
yeah, you
don't have
you
to
see,
write
yeah,
it.
that's the motivate.
Jizzy.
That yeah, I have to edit anyway, so I could also edit you saying your thing out.
You're
But
actually gonna do something this time.
Pink,
Yeah,
where can I
for once
find
in your
you?
life.
Hey,
Yeah, I know. The
rude.
show takes no time to edit, and it's always 2 days late. I get it. I'm a depressed fucker. Leave me alone. Pink lemonade. Plug
I was gonna
yourself.
say you're a lazy fat fuck, but okay.
Rude. Anyway, I'm Pretty Officer Pink Lemonade. I'm here on the issue crew sometimes, and I'm also on. I know it is Cock Basement. What is it actually called?
Did you just say
Derailed.
cockface?
Cock
Cock
Basement.
basement. We've talked about cock basement earlier in this podcast.
Oh, cock basement. I thought she said
yeah.
cock face, and that was
That's
all
what
that my
the
brain registered. I was
channel's
like,
called,
what?
but I don't know what the podcast thing is called.
Derailed. It's the Derailed
Derailed.
podcast.
Yeah, I'm on that, but like they haven't for the last couple weeks, so like eventually.
Yeah, I guess Warficus is. Well, I don't know what's up with him. I haven't been able to reach him for this show in a minute either. So.
That's special. Any whoosies, we done?
What's yeah, we're gonna be done in a second. But what's funny is I remember Blackbread was very adamant about how there could never be an episode of the Big Blackbread Ear cast without Warficus, and it just happened.
Oh, yeah.
You guys should have had Warficus via satellite. You should have had like a little phone set up in front of a microphone to sit with you guys.
As funny as that would be, it's a pretty damn good episode. Like the beginning, because we kind of had a cold open and we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, and we're just like anime. Yep. But then it really hit off about a third of the way through. So like, listen, whenever the fuck it comes out. Which might be in a
Someday.
few months, or it might be in a couple weeks. Who knows? Whenever he gets
Someday
to
Blackbread will finish it, and he still won't be able to leave voicemails to the creep off.
How unfortunate. I mean, he kind of did himself, right?
It's true. I hope you guys liked my throwback intro earlier today. By the way, I did the not the co-host. You guys don't get it, but if any of the listeners out there get it, I reverted. I did the largest issue intro a little bit, and I did the rhyming issues. I thought it would be a fun mix up. I came up with that rhyme randomly. So I hope you all
thought
enjoyed.
it sounded rehearsed.
No, I came up with it. It's just
Oh.
I've done that so many times because we used to do it every week on the old show.
Oh, I didn't know the difference. I don't really listen to, or
Yeah, no. Usually I just say we get the tagline where I'm like we all have issues both with our lives and with each other.
and
But
with
on the
each other.
old
Yeah,
show,
you didn't do that.
on the old show before I came up with that, because that I came up with that because this show we didn't used to do issues. So if you don't know the lore, there's an old show called Largest Issue in the Galaxy that was just this. And initially we started this show because we were tired of Largest Issue in the Galaxy. So for a while, the premise of this show is we would just pick one topic and we would like have a discussion about it. And then we just like ran out of steam on that and we went back to issues. So that's what happened there.
And now we have the issue of we might run out of issues.
We might run out of
Bad.
issues. We did eventually, in Largest Issue, but it took a long time. So
Well, now we're having more issues.
that's
So,
true. We
like-
all just needed to breathe. We all need to take a step back and just really overview all the issues in our lives and just really think about them deeply and make sure that they're fully in our minds to then complain about on a podcast. It's definitely not bad for our mental health in any way.
No.
But did you plug your stuff, Pink Lemonade? I forget.
Yeah, I said I'm on the issue crew and the Derailed, and I don't have
Issue
any
Crew and
social
Derailed.
media.
Don't you have a
at all.
YouTube? Isn't there a Pretty Officer
No.
Pink Lemonade
Well,
YouTube?
yeah, but like it's just what Google gave me, and nothing on it.
Okay, I gotcha. All right, folks.
Ah, give it to me.
The plane. Oh my god, it's gonna crash.
Oh,
we're gonna hit the South
no!
Tower.
Oh no! All right, folks. Link to you.
I didn't end the fish.
You
Go for it. We're about to end. Eventually. It's taken a
Eventually.
while.
Link to your. I gotta plug my shit. Jesus, don't rush
Oh
me.
yeah,
Link,
sorry. I thought you already did that.
linktr.ee/Riley
tacos.
Cinematic Universe. That's RIELY Cinematic Universe.
Taco fish.
Podcast, YouTube channels. If you like Power Rangers, check out Megazord Radio. It's pretty good. Thank you for listening to the Issue Crew. My issue was sleep time travel.
My issue was Hurkle-Durkling.
Mine was the lack of sweet tea in any not southern state.
And
Forgot
Gingy's
about that.
issue was voluntold work hours. And we'll see you
Go
next
drink
week.
sweet tea,
folks.
fuckers.
Don't do that.
Do it.
Goodbye.
Go drink sweet tea
Goodbye.
and eat coffee jelly.
Bro, is the fucking episode on Toku Fun yet?
I don't know. Go check.
God damn it. All right, see you next time, folks.
I haven't
Bye.
checked. I've been at work all day, Riley.
Bye.
Everybody watch Go Juger. Bye.
Oh yeah, everybody go.